Hello everyone, it's Eliza McNamara here to talk to you about how to win an argument. It's very easy to win an argument when you know how. It's the easiest thing in the world. The secret is, if somebody's trying to get you into an argument, i.e. if you're disagreeing on something and they're saying one thing and you're saying another, and it's like this game of ping pong going back and forth, I think this, no I think that, no I think this, no I think that. The best thing to do to change it, there's three things you can do. You can walk away. You can say, oh my gosh, I really need to go to the toilet, or something, right? If you're in a really bad state and you don't think you're in a good enough state to do one of these other two things, right? The other two things you can do is, you can say, oh, that's interesting, and just leave it at that, and just let them go on for a minute. If you're in a good enough state to handle what they're going to say, and then they'll change the subject, they'll get bored, they'll think you think they're right, and then that's it. Or you can interrupt their pattern, right? And what this is, it's like an NLP thing. What you do is, someone's in a negative state, right? Or they're obsessed about being right, and you just say something really random, or you do something really random, like you go, oh, there's a spider on the wall, or oh my gosh, what's that on your face? You got like this thing on your chin. What is it? Or like anything at all, like your flies are undone, anything which breaks their pattern. And that will stop the argument. You have to be in a good enough state to use one of the other two methods though, because if you're in a really bad state and you go, your flies are undone, it's not going to work, you know, it's not going to work. It's just going to be crap. So if you're in a really bad state, just remove yourself from the situation as quickly as possible and just say, oh my gosh, my bladder's about to burst, like really, I'll be right back. So they don't think that you're doing it on purpose. Some people who are really aware may know what you're doing, but at least it gives you an opportunity to calm down and then come back and just change the topic, or just tell them that it's interesting, you know? Because then that way you don't have to sit there and waste your energy, because what do you get by being right in any situation? You don't get anything out of it. You have nothing to gain by being right in an argument with somebody, unless you're a politician. You know, like most of the time, it's just not worth it. It's really not. You just got to just cut the argument and just let other people feel that they're right. Because if you let them feel that they're right, what's that going to do? That's going to make them feel good. It's going to make you feel good because you're going to save your energy. And in the back of your head, you're thinking, yeah. You're just agreeing with them on the outside, but not on the inside. And when you agree with somebody on the outside, you get to preserve your own opinion, because if you're a positive person, let's face it, you're going to get people who are going to be negative sometimes, and you're going to have to deal with those people. And the way you deal with those people will determine how good you feel on a daily basis, because if you can deal with those people in a positive, empowering way, which enables you to move forward, then you'll be okay. But see, if you're a positive, happy-go-lucky person, it's easy to try and rescue people. You try and jump in, and it's like rescuing them and saving them from their negative opinion about something is the most important thing in the world. But it's not, because it's not going to change their opinion. If they want to drown in a sea of crap, they will drown in a sea of crap, and there is nothing you can do about it. You cannot stop them from drowning in their sea of crap, because if somebody wants to be miserable, they will be miserable. If somebody wants to believe something negative, they will believe something negative. I was talking to this man the other day. He used to be a successful stockbroker, and he's working in this college, English language centre. I'm thinking, well, what's going on here? And I started trying to, fish and get some information, and I realised there was a lot of pain there, and something had happened in the past which had made him scared of trading and scared of that industry, and just scared of just being in business, and it just put him off, and he just basically gave up. And there's two ways of going about this. You can help the person, or you can help them to view the thing differently, right? If you try and help them directly, they'll probably reject that help. But if you help them to look at it differently, in a subconscious way, without being too obvious, you can help them to move forward. So it's all about just not being too direct when somebody's got some kind of issue or some kind of, something that they're trying to overcome, or that they're not trying to overcome. You've got to just leave them be, because you can't change people. You can't do it. They have to change themselves. They have to realise, they have to see it. Like, if you've got a friend who's overweight, you're not going to help them to lose weight by saying to them, oh my gosh, you're really fat, you've really got to stop eating donuts. Just got to stop. Just stop eating donuts. You just look at you, you're just so fat. It's not going to work. You've got to like say to them, oh my gosh, like I just had this wonderful sandwich, it was so nice, and I just went for a wonderful run, I feel so good. You've got to like be an example. Just be a positive, inspiring example. And if you're a positive, inspiring example, people will want to emulate you. But if you tell somebody to do something, they're not going to want to do it. It's just basic psychology. People don't want to do something when people try and force them to do it. It puts them off. It's like, no, I want to do this. And even if they really wanted to do it, if you try and force them to do it, they probably won't want to do it. Because it's just the way we're wired. We're naturally rebellious. And even those who are really submissive and shy and dependent on others, even those people are rebellious to some extent. If you do enough of the wrong things, they'll start rebelling. And it's like, once you understand this, life becomes so easy because you don't have arguments. And, you know, like we all slip up from time to time. Everybody, I don't care who they are, will have like their moments of, I've got to check my state, I've got to check my state, I've got to get myself into a positive state again. But it's this awareness which separates those that are happy from those that are unhappy. Because if you're aware of it and you're consciously aware of what state you're in and what you're projecting out to the world, then you can continuously get yourself into more resourceful states no matter what's going on around you. But if you're not aware of it, then it's like trying to drive a car with your eyes closed. You're just going to crash, you know. So just try and be aware of what state you're in, and if you're in a negative state, the easiest way to get out of it is to ask better questions. And I've recorded a whole video on that, so go and watch it if you haven't. If you have, then congratulations, and thank you for watching.